Good morning, everyone. It's Joker, and today we are back with another slime video. And yesterday we went over the Twitter teasers and UI update notice that was in the game, and today we actually have the UI update. So you can go and do a manual update in your iOS/Android store, and it's like 300 something megabytes or something, but in game, we now have the fully revamped UI. These are now animated. The collect all button is here. So today, I just kind of want to explore and show off what looks different and where you're going to find things. But I do have to lead with a few caveats. One, Valor Cup right now is broken. It's in the news that during the update you just cannot access Valor Cup. They got it under emergency maintenance. So hold tight, that'll be fixed. Also, I'm hearing reports of Tower Vice's Loop Loop also bugging out after every fight. I went and tested a few fights and it didn't happen to me, but I am seeing other problems listed. Okay, so breaking things down, this screen is fairly unchanged. You still have the conversations, you still have access to the hot spring. That doesn't look any different. But going into the menu, you have your news, you have your gift box, you have your mission list, you have your menu, your 9-dot menu for that. And then we have our help screen, our aid requests right there. We have the crests, which are the little emblem reward things. Do Jubilee, win Valor Cup, a whole bunch of things. We have the foreign trade function already listed here. Instead of having to go to Ingracia or somewhere else for it, it is just listed here. And then all the way down, we have the world map. So that's no longer up in the top corner. This is going to be your Zania when it unlocks tomorrow night, but it's still not accessible right now. It's going to feature the new Heartscape function. We'll have to see what that does. But we have the Chancellor Union, we have the shop, we have the interaction screen, which now does have a gift button just right on the page. So you don't have to go into the interact to gift them. They took that button completely away. It is just on their front page. And if we go down to someone who's not fully leveled, sure, Tail Shion, we hit gift and we feed her the wine. You could still do it one by one, or you could do it plus one level or another level, and it's just going to automatically take whatever it requires, and you can go up one level, and you could do it forever until you run out. But this is great because yeah, I don't want to hold it down for 377 ticks or 810 or 1256. That would take forever. So this is a much easier and it's much more controllable because yeah, I generally want to level characters up one level at a time. And for lower tier characters like all the way down here, like yeah, Ritas at level 20, let's go ahead and give her the Odin Stew, and you could hold this down as well. And I can go up to level 35 and use 2219 of my 2233 instead of having to hold it down for 2,219 ticks. That's great. Okay, so Heartscape not will unlock after 19 on 10. I don't know what the 19 is, but the Forge, these have the different icons now. It has just a list. You don't have to click into each individual one. They're just here. But, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. And then we go to the Recruit tab. This shouldn't look any different, quite honestly. Yeah, it looks the exact same. So that's really untouched. Home screen is a home screen. Your companion list, now the separation for battle and protection is on the side. And then the assigned troops now has a hidden lockable thing, which I assume is for Heartscape. But all of them have it. Your backline units are your smaller size characters back here. But the assign all should also look, yeah, the same, just with a different color palette on it. Okay, so let's move on to the Build Nation screen. This also shouldn't change very much, aside maybe the background colors. Yeah, and maybe the icons look a bit cleaner, but yeah, and the level up icons look a bit different. Okay, that's not a big deal. And now we go to the limited stages, and that's where the things are going to look really different. So we have the story events, but this is limited. If you want to switch to the actual main story, we have a flip tab up here, chapter 29, all the way down to chapter 1. So that's where you're going to find those actual story quests versus the limited time stuff. But this has Beatdown Battle, it has the event story, it's got the Conqueror's Reminiscence, it has a ranking tab if there were ranking events, which only is going to be Jubilees. We have high difficulty, Voracious Conquest, the normal, well, actually not normal training quest. This is Court of Awakening and Octagram, and then anything special that is super limited, like the countdowns, but also this tab, training quests, character growth, Chamber of Memories is in the training tab. That's a bit interesting. Predator battles here, gold coin, the equipment stuff, Crucible, Conquest, Tempered Edge, requests that I have not done, and anything special like the interviews and things, and others, okay, building requests for the different areas. Now you'll see that it has this daily 5 down here, and I've seen a bunch of people confused about this. This is not your daily missions that you can find in your normal daily tab right here. No, because that said we had 5, we've only done 4. Okay, and we have more than 5 available. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So people are like, it's displaying the wrong amount of missions. Actually, no. It's just counting things that you're not aware of. Because if we click this, there are currently 5 things that have daily limited time attempts. So we have Predator Battle, normal Predator Battle. We have 2 attempts remaining for the day. Court of Awakening, you have a parallel processing stage that you can do 10 times a day. Same thing with the Octagram, same thing with Beatdown, and the Wisdom and Heroes trial has 3 more Predator Battle attempts. I'm currently parallel processing the 20 times, otherwise this would actually say 6, because you would have the Predator Battle, and you have another tab for the 10 times parallel, or the 20 times parallel process. So it's not counting how many daily missions you've completed or have left to complete. It's counting how many daily limited limited clears you have available left out of all of the game. So they're all consolidated right here, so you don't have to flip through the training screens and the blah 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 screens. You can just get them all right here, which actually is a bit more streamlined, and I do like it a lot more, because I can just go into here, or I can go back out, and I could say, okay, yeah, take me to Corridor. All right, here we are. We're in Corridor with the 10-time parallel processing left. So, seen a little bit of confusion on that. Don't worry, it's not miscounting anything. It's just doing something that you were not expecting. Okay, in terms of the quality of life updates that comes to leveling up characters, we can go into someone who's the lowest on my low is Octagram Leon. I have no use for him, so I haven't leveled him up yet. But we go into his menu. It's the sideways menu now. It's not on the bottom. We have this icon, which we can use to move the character around, and we can zoom in on him and spin him. So, I mean, if you want to take a look at the art from every side, at every angle, you certainly can. Where's Soka? Let me go look at that. But also, when we back out, we're still at Leon. We're not all the way back up at the top. So that's nice. So yeah, give me Soka. Let's look at her real fast. Yeah, my girl. Yeah, my girl. Anyways. Going back down to Leon, because he's the only unleveled character. If we go to the level up tab, we do have the max level up button now, which is great. I can't level him anymore because he needs dupes, but you could, instead of doing it level by level, 1 by 1, you could just hit, boom, max, and he's level 80. Same with the ability release button. If he was not already released, there'd be something down here that says, hey, you want to do all 5 boards right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all in one go? Then click this button. And it will not touch the EX, and it will not touch the 6th and 7th boards for the other characters, because those require different materials. But that's very cool, and it's very nice, and it just saves a lot of time not having to go through every panel, not having to level up every single level. It's just a nice quality of life thing, and again, it keeps you on the same character that you were looking at. So if I were looking at Summer Jean, alright, cool, and we back out, we are still at Summer Jean. She's now on top of the list, but we didn't go all the way back up here. Alright, I think that's about it. We can't access Valor Cup. Loop looks the same. It did not get an update visually. it's still the hexagonal layout. This, I mean, I guess the numbers look different, but otherwise, the collect all button for your passive resource gain is listed right here. The shop screen, I don't think got a change. Yeah, this still looks the same as it did before. So I think those are the biggest changes. Hopefully that helps you navigate. We've got an extra little semicircle orbit tab here with the flip card. I assume that if we get a invite a friend, it will also be listed on the second orbital path. If there's a flip card and an invite a friend, it'll probably be a separate little thing here. But we have our main menu stuff here. We have any extra things here. Again, the world map is now located here instead of up here. And then the main story quests are split between the normal story and anything that is limited. And it applies to all the different tabs down here. You can see they change. And once again, the daily tab tracks things that you have limited attempts on throughout the day, not how many daily missions you have currently completed or have yet to complete. That is still the same in the missions tab. But I think that's everything. If I have missed anything that you have come across, let me know in the comments and I'll take a look at that. But overall, I like this new UI. It's cleaner. I feel like it's a lot faster, even though there's a bit more going on as far as animations and colors. But I like the color palette. I like the cleaner aspect and the location of everything. It's just going to take me a little bit to get used to, because I've been playing in a certain UI for 4 years now, and change is hard. But let me know what you guys think about this, but that's it from me. Take it easy, and I'll see you all later.